Alright, hello everybody. Conman here. We're gonna do something slightly different. You get to see my ugly mug here for a change. Kind of due for a shave, but that's neither here nor there. So I had originally recorded this about a month ago. What I want to do is just a quick kind of like Heroes A to Z, I guess, retrospective. Now that I've finished all of the videos, everything except Stukov, who's now live. We're recording this on the day one of the Stukov patch. I'd originally recorded this right after I finished Zul'jin, and actually that was about a month ago at this point. And some things, I guess they're not really changed, but some of the content is I've gone on and done some stuff since then. So I just kind of wanted to go over things. So first off, now that I guess we're just about done with the series, I'll probably make one for Stukov because he's live. But I wanted to say if anybody watched any amount of the things at all, I know at least one or two of you did. First off, thanks. I appreciate it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you were at least entertained, or you learned something, or whatever. If you did, well, that's great. I mean, that was the goal, at the very least, that you got something out of it. You learned something, you were entertained, you know, you learn what not to do, perhaps. You know, you watch this guy who sucks and can't play the game and don't do what he does. If that's what it was, then that's great. You know, why not? You know, what do I want to do next? I guess I mean, there's no need to go make a whole other series with every single hero again. I've got a few ideas. I did have fun making the videos. I do have some ideas of what I want to do. I want to make some other ones, some shorter form videos that aren't 45 minutes long. Maybe like some ground floor Heroes 101 kind of stuff, like real super basic stuff like experience, soaking lanes, positioning, stuff that people, you know, map awareness, people may take for granted or may not understand. Just some tips and tricks for that. You know, some stuff I've had kind of floating around in my mind for a little bit that I haven't got a chance to get to yet, that we're going to require a bit more editing than just kind of the one solid takes that I were doing for a lot of the other things. So stuff like that. You know, I've got some ideas. Though if you have anything in particular, let me know. I'm certainly all ears. You know, so what did I get out of it? What did I get out of making all these? Well, first off, I had a lot of fun actually. I learned a lot in terms of my Heroes gameplay, because it really was over the course of like kind of one or two patches that I've just played through all of the heroes. I pretty much played at least 2 or 3 games with each one of those that I made, if you count the video itself. You know, I usually played a game or two just to kind of get the feel for things beforehand, and you know, just to make sure I remember the characters. It was definitely a learning experience. I recommend it actually. Maybe not making videos for everything, but I do recommend for anyone who really just wants to kind of get better at the game. Do what I did. Pick your hero. Go down the line. Maybe you want to go all the warriors first, or all the supports first, or all the whatever that you want to do first. But just go down the line. Play Quickmatch. Play 2 or 3 games with every hero. Maybe you know, you'll learn very quickly what clicks with you, what you're good at, what you're not good at. You learn how to counter people. You know, like I always hated to play against Valeera, and then I started to play some more with Valeera, and I'm like, okay, this is what I need to look out for. This is what she doesn't like. I know when I play as characters, you know, how to counter her. You know, I know when I picked up a certain character, I'm like, all right, this is what this person does. You know, what do I need to be aware of? You know, you kind of get a better feel for how things synergize with each other, and it's going to improve your game overall. It's really just going to make you better overall. Just learning all of the heroes individually, knowing, you know, what their talents are, all that stuff. You kind of get the gist of it. I'm a little rambling at this point, but you know, you get the idea of what they do. I hope that you picked up that there's not, at least for most cases, there's not going to be a perfect build for everything. I tried to stress and everything, and you know, what I was talking about, that yeah, there's certainly standard builds that probably are head and shoulders better than others, but you've got to play it by ear. You know, you've got to look at your team composition and your enemy team composition and see what you need and kind of react accordingly. Yeah, I thought it was a fun time. You know, I learned that I do kind of have a hair trigger for toxicity, I guess. I had excuse me, I had someone message me and tell me that I was probably a little quick on the report button, and maybe, you know, maybe that's true, but I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think there's any place for that in this game. I really don't. You're just pissing yourself off. You spend all your time typing. And you're not actually playing the game, and you're just getting into a bad mindset. So for me, it's better off. Look, if somebody, I'm not going to mute allied chat. I don't like that. I see a lot of people recommend all the time that you should that you should turn off ally chat. I don't necessarily abide by that. I think that you're gonna find people that are actually pretty cool and want to be helpful. So I want to keep that option open. But if you're gonna be a dick, I'm gonna have you in a hair trigger. And if you're really a dick, I'm gonna report you. That's just how it goes. You know, maybe I'm wrong there, but it's just not the right mindset in the game. You're just gonna get yourself tilted, and it's gonna get you're gonna be too busy focused on the guy who made you mad than you are at the game, and you're gonna lose. You know, so what I've been doing since I'd originally recorded this, the new ranked season started, I think, with the mouthfeel patch. So I'm finally, like, I'm playing ranked seriously for the first time in a long time. Let's take a look here. So I was, you know, when I made the recording all these videos, I had placed into gold 2, and I had never touched it really after that. So I actually did place up the last 4 games of my placement games up on YouTube. If you had seen any of those, ended up placing into gold 5. So I've grinded up a little bit since then. As you can see, I'm like a few 200 points into gold 3. It's kind of been up and down. I'm 19 and 16 if you count the placement game. So it's not the greatest in the world, but not the worst. Some time constraints in the real life have prevented me from playing quite as much Hero League as I would have liked, but I am looking forward to getting more into it. I would like to get back up into Plat before the end of the season and see how far I can get. So that's a goal. We'll see. Maybe I'll make some videos about that and talk about that as well. You know, certainly drafting has been interesting. You don't get the draft a lot in Quickmatch, which is what all those things were, so that was good. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at, I guess. I just kind of wanted to give a rundown and just talk about my experience making all these and see what's going on. If you're watching, if there's anything in particular that you're interested in seeing, let me know. You know, leave me a comment or shoot me a message or something. I'd be interested in hearing it. Maybe do some replay analysis, either somebody else or myself, and just kind of give your some coaching and kind of rundown and see what I can see and what I can talk about, make it interesting. I'm not sure. I'm just talking out my ass at this point. Yeah. So like I said, if you watch any of these videos that I put out in the last like 2 or 3 months, whatever it might be, thank you. I know they were all like 45 minutes long, 35, 45, 55 minutes long, whatever it was. So I don't expect anybody to have seen everything. So if you watch anything at all, I appreciate it. I want to keep doing some stuff. I did have a good time overall. It was definitely good times. Want to keep it up, maybe do some streaming or something. I'm not even sure, but yeah. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see. And like I said, I appreciate the time. Thank you all for watching. I am gonna go play some Stukov, get some games in here, and see how he squares up. All right, thanks a lot. Take care.